Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome to episode 15 of my 4th season for Factorio. So we hooked up blue science. I actually noticed a flaw. There was like one missing tile of transport belts, and that meant the blue science wasn't actually getting to my science center, which is really fucked up. But in a really short while we will have finished advanced oil processing, and that means that we can start cracking the light oil into petroleum gas. Now meanwhile, I've been trying to cover almost all of my factory in roboports. I'm getting very close, but I'm not quite there yet. But let's see, do we have any more right now? No, we don't. Well, we do have robots flying around, and the next thing I want to research is probably going to be robot speed, because these guys are slow. Like, really slow. That is something we're going to have to fix, because this is not good enough. But yeah, I think things are going pretty well. We might have to expand though, because, well, we are going to have to start cracking oil. For that we need, I think, chemical plants. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. We can do heavy cracking into light oil cracking to petroleum gas. That is what we're going to want. But first, let us get worker robot speed 1. It is going to require 50 science packs of each, but the worker robot speed will be increased plus 35%, and that is going to be absolutely necessary, because this, look at this. Even at my most basic speed I can outrun these guys. It is no good. That is no good. Anyway, we can now start cracking the light oil to petroleum gas, and for that we need chemical plants. So we're going to, let's see, we only have the one, let's see, we're going for everything. Let's go for 10. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get some copper plates off of the belt. And we're going to get some iron as well, because we keep running out. And it's very annoying. But oh well. Alright, so now, where do we want to do this is the question, right? Because we have a lot of stuff over here that we could do, or that we could use. Running the wrong way. But I would like to keep this for, yeah, for the reserves of crude oil. Like, I want to have a big field of crude oil. We could do the cracking over here and expand this line a little bit. I think that could work out quite well. In order to do that, we should want to try to get some roboports down over here, because I think, actually, no, you know what? We are in range of the building stuff. So what we could do, technically, and worker robot speed has increased, that is very good. I would like to get another one. It's going to require 100 of each, but I think it is going to be well worth it. What I think we want to do here is we want to start creating a blueprint of this wall, because I don't want to keep copying this. Right, actually that went off screen, I guess, so that's no good. There we go. Actually, you know what? We can keep this. We'll get rid of that one. We'll save it like this. And we can actually copy paste it like this. And now the robots should come over and build this for us. So we're going to paste this down. These trees should be removed as well. And now we can see, actually we should copy paste this like that. Cool, and now the robots should be coming over. Meanwhile, I'll get about 4 gates. Look at these guys, they're flying so much faster already. It is really good. Meanwhile, we're also being attacked. Oh shit. That is a decent amount of shit coming our way. We got some tanks in there. They don't seem to get much done, but oh man, the tanks. We're getting some damage. These guys are half destroyed, but they are in repair range. Robots should be coming over pretty soon to repair the damage, and we will be good to go. I guess we lost a robot, which is not the worst thing ever. Meanwhile though, we're going to build a gate. And we're going to hook up this wall as well. So we're going to cancel this because we don't need that. Crap. Alright, so we're going to get one and then we're going to ghost this. So that the robots will know what to build. Right. Now, meanwhile... Wow. We have to walk a long way, guys. That's crazy. Right, this guy isn't doing anything. Let us get a splitter right there. We're going to get an underground belt. And all of this is just so we can start oil cracking over in this little area. I think we're going to have like a little area of stuff just here. And we're going to get rid of some of these trees as well. And actually I forgot. Oh no, actually I didn't forget. This is actually fine. Actually, maybe, you know what? We should go down over here. Now, work robot speed 2 is finished. What can we research next? We cannot do robot speed 3, but we can get personal robot port. That could be cool. Exoskeleton equipment. Braking force. Worker robot cargo size 1. That one is actually very beneficial as well. So let's research some robots. Now, look at this, guys. This is so cool. The robots are so useful. We can hook this up to the power line. And we could continue this, because I don't know if the robots have access to enough of these electrical poles. They probably do not. So that is something that we are going to have to manually place until we find a system in which we can automatically keep doing this. Also, we're going to need to extend the range over here. And also I think what we want to do here is we want to make sure this hooks up everything. Uh-oh. They're destroying the walls. Let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, that is no good. Oh, man. I do not want them to attack me. Oh, shit, shit, shit. I need to fall back here. The robots will repair it. Or they will replace it. It doesn't really matter. But I need my health to regenerate. Because this is no good. They're even attacking my robots. Come on. Anything that crosses this line, though, is getting lit up. Yeah. Alright, so that is done. Oh man, so these guys are going to start replacing that stuff, which is good. What is still under attack here? So I'm hearing like that spitting attack. We should also start working on some of these other things that are being requested right now. Wow. That's a lot of dirty aliens, guys. Alright, so I'm going to finish setting up this wall. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so the wall is almost nearly done, or at least it's almost nearly done being resupplied. It's actually completely done. But what we're going to need to do now is we need to start cracking the light oil, because right now it's not being used for anything, and that is no good. So we need to figure out a nice way to do this. So we're going to place down, let's see, let's place down a single chemical plant. We'll do it right there. And let's have a look. We want to start cracking light oil into petroleum gas. Now the petroleum gas is being stored up here. That is fine. We're going to need light oil here. We're going to need water there. Now the water might be an interesting one, actually. But let's see. We will start over here, I guess. From here it should be easy to hook up the other stuff. Let's see. We will get a bank of 5 on this side. Now these guys, they will start cracking, and they have a single output, so we can copy this, put them in all of these guys. A little bit of a speech impediment there. All right, and we're going to copy that for these guys, and let's have a look at the pipes. All right, so we could copy these over like so, get the water to be 2 wide, and we'll get the light oil to be 1 wide. So it's going to be mirrored on this side, we should not forget that. Alright. I think this is going to work nicely, but we'll have to find out. Now meanwhile, we should also make sure that these guys have an exit down the center. Right, and that should be hooked up to the light oil, or the petroleum gas, sorry. Right, so we're going to get a underground belt, and we could hook it up over here, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Right, and then we need to be on the other side of the wall for a second. So I want to be sure to hook this up right away. Right, back to pipes, we'll go down. There we go. So this will hook up nicely. But of course we need to hook up all of these guys as well. So I will continue doing this, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I hooked almost everything up, but our research is done, so we can research the next thing. And for that, I think what we're going to do is... let's have a look. What is more important to us right now? Character logistics slots free? No, not right now. Power armor. Power armor is nice to have. Right, so we need to get water. And if I remember correctly, water is being used down here somewhere. But I'm not entirely sure where it was exactly. I thought it was being... oh yeah, we have a source of water over here. And this is still full. I'm not entirely sure what we used it for anymore. But it certainly isn't used up completely. So we can start using this for other things. And we will hook this up and start dragging this over to where we need it to be. Actually, oh, that works out quite nicely too. We can go along the top here. We're not really in the way of anything else. Right, okay. That's a bit annoying. But we'll get to that side of the wall. And then we need to find a way to hook it up down here. Shouldn't be too hard. But let us have a look. Right, so the water needs to be hooked up over here. We're going to go down over here. So we could hook the water up. Let us see, this is going to be the output. Yes, we should get one of those over there for sure. Right, and we're going to get an underground belt. Actually, we might go around a little bit and then go down and stick to the wall a little bit. And it gives us a little bit of room. Now these guys, we're going to hook up like that, and now these guys are out of power, but we can replace the light or the post right there. Right, so these guys are now working and cracking light oil to petroleum gas. Let's have a look. We're still at 24k. This is not going quite fast enough, I think. So we could probably double this. And we might do that. Let's get 10 more chemical plants. And then we're going to make a copy of this. Right. Right. We're going to call this a light oil cracking 1, I guess. I don't think there's going to be an upgrade for this, but you never know. Right, and we're going to do... basically, we're going to put it down here. On the other side of the gate. Now, most of this is going to be placed down by the robots. We are making the chemical plants, however. Let's have a look. We are getting very little petroleum gas, actually. This is not getting enough light oil. Why is this not getting light oil? I guess because we haven't hooked up the light oil on this side yet. That is going to be an issue that we're going to fix. Right, so we could do this. Continue this on. There we go. Get some more light oil into this or into this side, and now all of this should be producing. So it's going to take 60 light oil, and it's going to be producing 20 petroleum gas. That is not a lot. It really is not a lot. But we are still making light oil. We are not, or we don't have enough heavy oil either. We might crack this down to light oil at some point in the future. But yeah, we definitely need more because petroleum gas still isn't filling up. So I'm going to continue doing this for a bit, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Now, with the robots helping out, this job is actually pretty quick. All we have to do is wait for a little bit, and then we're going to hook up this other system. And basically, we could do it now. Like, I just want to wait a little bit until most of the connections are done, which they are, because I don't want these guys to hook up in a weird way, and then we're going to have fluids going into all the wrong holes. That sounds so weird. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Let's not make it all dirty. Alright, so this is all hooked up. These guys are now producing as well. We have plenty of light oil in stock. It is slowly being drained, as you can see at the bottom right there, the little corner. It still says 24K, but that's a rough estimate. It doesn't give us a precise number, but the bar is slowly going down. So this means, in effect, that these guys are producing again as well. Now we're running out of electricity a little bit. We need to expand that system. But another thing we can do is actually we can get these guys to start working with advanced oil processing. Let's have a look at that. So basically, when we do the basic oil processing, it requires 100 crude oil, but it's going to require 30, or it's going to produce 30 of heavy and light and 40 of petroleum gas. If we do the advanced oil processing, it's going to produce 10 heavy oil, which we are right now only using for lubricant. So that is going to be too much. We're going to get broken on heavy oil at some point in the future. So what we want here is to use advanced oil processing. Now for that we are going to require a different hookup. But it is something that we can fix. First though, we're going to set everything. Also, power armor is done. We should get something else. Personal roboport is nice. Now then, let us destroy all of our current hookups, especially the ones with water in them. Right, because we're going to want to do this a little bit differently. Now we can keep that one there, that is fine. And actually we should have left this one right there as well. But this is going to get deleted. And this is going to get deleted as well, because we need a water hookup on this side. So right now that isn't working out perfectly for us. We have to delete a bit of work that we've done. But let's see, we're going to get to the underground belts. We're going to hook up all the heavy oil outputs. We also should delete this one. Right. Let's hook up all of this. And I see we're going to need some regular pipes as well. So we're going to fix up that stuff. And now we need a new input for water. Now if we didn't remove what was there before, it was still going to have heavy oil in it. And this is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to hook this up like right there. So otherwise it's not going to work out. Now we need to get the water. And the water we could still take from over here. Actually no, we're not producing enough water. It's just barely enough. Look at that. That water is going slightly up and down. It's enough, but not quite. Alright, exoskeleton equipment. Now that we have the power armor, can we in fact make a power armor for ourselves? No, we need blue processing units, and we are not making those yet. So that is going to be another project that we cannot actually start yet. We need to research something before we can do this. But first, we are going to require some more water. So I'm going to hook this up. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we're almost there. Research is done again. So we're going to be researching something else. We're going to research advanced electronics too, because this gives us access to blue processing units, as well as the next science pack tier. That one is going to be quite expensive to make. Meanwhile though, we should hook up our water supply so we can keep producing the oil products that we need. Once this is done, it will be a lot better. Actually, this should work out with just a regular pipe. We can get rid of this one. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do the hookup here yet, so it actually works out a little bit better than I expected. Alright, so we now have proper oil processing over here. It takes a little while to do it, but we could actually add modules as well. We have 3 different modules. We have the speed module, which is an increase to energy consumption of 50%, but speed will go up by 20%. We could also go for efficiency, which means energy consumption is minus 30%. And productivity module means we have extra products at a cost of increased energy consumption and reduced speed. So what we could do here is, for example, go for 3 of these, 3 of those. And we're going to stick them in some of these guys, maybe. But we also should take care of our power situation. And that is another thing that we might get started on now, actually, because it's not all that expensive. We need iron plates and batteries to make accumulators, and then we need copper plates and steel plates and electronic circuits to make the solar panels. Also, we are being damaged over here. Actually, it's being repaired so fast it doesn't really matter anymore, which is really cool. Slowly but surely, the map is growing more dense. Actually, we could cancel the rest of these, I guess. It's too much. Takes too long, I'm not that patient. We should automate the process. We could put these in and we should notice a little bit of a difference. Anyway, power supply. So, that is going to be the next project. Like I said, we are going to require some accumulators to store the energy we make. And iron plates and batteries. That should not be a problem. We have plenty of iron plates over here, and we're making batteries down in this area as well. So we could, in fact, use an area around here to make that sort of stuff. Actually, we could do it over here. That might not be too bad. Where are the batteries going? So they're going left. We could actually take that from here and then get the iron from the other side. Yeah. I like the idea of that. So we're going to get started on that. Let's have a look. We're going to require splitters. And we'll put in a splitter over here. And this thing is actually going the other way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get... Shit, that was a little bit too far away. We're going to get this set up like this with an underground belt, so we can put a splitter here and we can split off the iron. Now these guys can then move this up, and then we need, let's have a look, we have something for this. We don't need this one, we don't need that one. This could do quite nicely. Right, and we only need it to be inserted into a chest, so this would actually fit perfectly for our designs. We could put it up here, and we could get two of these. Now we need a lot of this stuff, so we're going to require some iron, we're going to require some gear wheels, stuff like that. We're going to require some of this. We're making 9, so this is 10. And then we will make 9 more. There we go, got some more resources. Alright, so things are going pretty well. This is going to be the primary hookup, so let's have a look. This should be accumulators. So we're going to hook this up like so, turn it up, and this is going to be built in a little while. And we're going to set this up over here in a little bit later. Let's have a look. How many do we have? Yeah, we have these assembly machines. Let's make 5. And we'll set them to make accumulators. Those guys are really quite cheap. Now, in order to make really good use of this, we are going to require a lot of terrain. And that might be a bit of a problem. Shit. Messed up my blueprint. Not a big change. Just like an electrical pole, but still annoying nonetheless. We should hook up the power as well. I'll continue setting this up and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so accumulators are on their way. They're quite slow in being produced. What do we need actually? 2 iron plates and 5 batteries, yeah. Yeah, this will be okay for now, I guess. But then we're going to need the solar panels, and they're also going to be quite slow in being produced. And I think for the solar panels we need 3 things. So actually, we should get these 10 guys, and we should turn them into the advanced assembler. So we're making 6. Should make 4 more. Now we need to. Oh, we have plenty of firing gear wheels. Look at that. We don't need more of that. We simply need more iron. Iron production seems to be going up as well. Now we need to get rid of some of this. So we'll get rid of some coal. We'll get rid of some wood. Put that in storage. We can get rid of some landfill, I guess. Roboports. We have some more roboports. That is really nice too. We have lights. Now all of these things are things we should be automating very soon, because we have a long production queue waiting to be built. Alright, let's have a look. Right, now these guys are going to be making the solar panels. Actually, this doesn't quite work out then. Never mind. We're going to get this out of here, because like I said, we need 3 inputs, so we might want to have a different setup to that. And we'll get this picked up. Now all of this oh man, that never gets old. Like, looking at that is always so cool. Anyway, we need to scroll back a little bit. We would like to get this input over here. Now we want to turn this around, I think. And we could actually put it up here. That will be fine. So let's place it down over there. And of course we have these blueprints. Alright, so we need quite a lot of everything. Let's get 30 of those. These are things that are also not being produced automatically yet, so that is another thing that we're going to have to fix. Meanwhile, we should keep researching as well. And I'll set this up, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so while this is being made, we should have a look at everything that we need. So we're going to want to make this. We need copper plates, steel plates, electronic circuits. Alright. So let's make sure that everything is set to the correct build stuff. Copper plates, we are not making enough of that. And I think for this we would like to have our own dedicated supply. Now, one problem is with our copper supply right now is that we're simply not getting enough copper anymore. Look at that. This is, and also the power is going to be problematic, but simply we're not getting enough copper ore to actually fill up our belts. Look at that. That is measly. That is nothing. I am not pleased at all with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start using this field and we're going to hook it up. Now we have about 50 of these. I will continue setting this up for a bit. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so this is all set up. We should be getting more of that stuff now. We hooked it up to the main supply, and that should supply enough for all of these guys to keep producing for us. Now then, we can research another thing. Electric energy distribution 2 will be fine. Now that we're getting more of the copper plates, we should have a look at where exactly all of this stuff is going. Now this stuff I'm not going to hook up quite yet, I don't think. But let's have a look. Where does this drill go? It goes down, 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 and then all the way over here. And this is basically a dead end. It's not being used all that much except for batteries. I'm not too concerned by the idea of taking some iron plates from this. One object. Oh, holy shit, look at that. 2/3 are down. Other guys got damaged, but replacement turrets are on the way already. Now we have another attack over here. Heroic defense. All of this stuff is going to get repaired automatically. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's have a look. This is not being used yet. We don't have to look at that. Now what are we making here? We are making accumulators over here. That is something we should hook up on the system. This is red belts. There we go. Repair packs are being made over here, so that is not a problem. Everything is still hooked up quite nicely. Now this is... Oh, do we have something for oil cracking? Do we have an icon for that? Yeah, I guess this will do. Like, the cracking is over on the right hand side. We can remember this, I guess. Alright. Now actually, we should probably hook up the second supply directly to this thing over there. Unfortunately, we have embraced... Yeah, actually I think this is enough. Like, I don't think we need any more than this. So we're going to get rid of this entire thing. In come the robots, take it all away and put it into storage. That is so awesome. Alright, so yeah. I don't think we want to use that anymore. I think we're making enough red science. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Look at that. This is so completely backed up right now that it doesn't really scare me. Alright. Well then. Let's have a look. We want to have one guy over here, one guy over there. We're going to get a filter, or not a filter, a splitter, sorry. And crap. Alright, so we need to get... These guys can go over here. Alright, these guys can go over here. And that means that this guy can now move over there. No. Huh. Oh, it's because of this thing, I guess. That is still weird. Ah, because yeah, okay, I see. Never mind. Alright. This guy can go over here. And that wants to hook up onto that. That's annoying. But I guess we don't really need this hookup because it's going to get its own supply. So this one is actually superfluous to us right now. We're going to get this hookup right there. These guys are going to go underneath. There we go. That will do quite... Actually, we don't even need it like this. But we're going to get it like that anyway. So this doesn't... Or isn't still... Or quite isn't getting the stuff they need right now. But oh well. We can hook up some more mining drills, I guess. Alright, like so. Alright then. These guys are being quite slow because they don't have the energy required. And that is fine. That is fine. We're going to take this stuff right here. Alright, so what we want to do... Let's have a look. Right, we're going to get an underground belt right there. We're going to get a splitter right here. And we're going to turn this up. Actually, we need to go up by 1. And we can do it like so. We'll go underneath. And then we'll bring it all the way over here. Into one of the hookups that we have. Now this is quite thick. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's just a short end. So, and we already broke the rule here. I guess we're going to continue breaking it. Alright, and now we're going to hook it up to that input right there. So what else do we need? We needed steel plates. Steel plates are being brought down along this way and divided over a belt. It's been divided quite a few times, but we could put a splitter in here. I think this lower one, yeah, this is doing quite well. I think we can put a split in there. And also we're going to need the green computer chips. The green computer chips are actually kind of coming to a standstill. This is going to be a bottleneck, and that is no good. Also, we need to do more research. Character logistics slots will do nicely. What is the problem there? We need to follow this back a little bit. Actually, we can have a look. We're not getting enough copper cables, and that's because we're not getting enough iron or a copper ore. So actually, we should hook up another smelter. Because that is not enough. Alright. Well, I'll continue setting up all of these little things. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I made another smeltery over here. And I hooked it up over here. So I'm going to have 2 smelteries. So this is going to be okay, I think, at this point. I really hope. Now, the only thing that's not okay is we're missing an inserter. And I had to place this manually because we don't have roboports here, which is another problem I'm not entirely happy with. So we're going to... well, we're going to have to place these guys here, around here as well. Let's have a look. We'll place one there, I guess. Because that works out in that way. Not because I quite like that placement. But sometimes you have to do something that you don't really want to do. Which is like placing stuff way over there. Like this is... They're covering each other, basically, which is not great. You know? Like, we're not getting all of the mileage out of this that I'd like. But it works. And that will have to do. Alright, so we're going to hook up all of these, I guess. We need so many of these roboports, guys. It is a little bit insane. And we have one more, we might as well hook it up. And yeah, this is another one that is going to be a little bit superfluous, but, you know. I want to get full coverage, basically. Anyway. Things are going pretty well. We now have a decent income of this stuff. This is picking up a little bit, but we only have the 2 and it is not going great yet. But we are completely running out of power, so that's another thing that we should consider in this. We could build more, but basically what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to expand. So that's going to be 20. That means we need 10 of these boilers. We're going to need 10 burner inserters, and so on. So I'll continue setting up some more steam engines while we work on a more sustainable option. And I'll see you guys in a second. Alright. Things are going pretty well. We can research another thing meanwhile. And we should replace all of these splitters. Like at some point we're going to have to automate the production of the fast underground belts and splitters. Because that is a lot of stuff, and it is being, like, we have plenty of coal coming in, it's just simply not being put out as fast as we need it to be. And that is a little bit infuriating. Because we have all the fast stuff. but we're still being bottlenecked. So that is going to be another thing that we're going to try to fix pretty soon. Plenty of little projects still in the running, to say the least. Now this is okay. This divides it up quite evenly with the two splitters, but this one, that is the bottleneck. That is going to be replaced. Similarly with that thing right there. And this one, I guess we could replace it. And then this one as well, like that is a huge bottleneck right there. And that should be fixed now. Now we might have a bottleneck over here as well. So, yeah. Hopefully this is going to help out quite a bit. Anyway, look at all of our glorious copper coming in. Copper cables are coming again. We could use another row of these assembly machines. It's simply, these guys aren't producing because they're not getting the iron plates quickly enough. So we need more iron plate production. But this is kind of working out for us, I guess. Power at least is in the positive again. Or actually, no, not quite. So that is something we're going to have to continue working on. But we're getting closer. Much closer. Actually, I kind of don't want to split this off of that side. But we cannot afford another one of these belts at the moment. And not until we get more iron. And the reason we're not getting enough iron is... well, we need more iron ore coming in. Look at that. Right, we're not getting enough iron ore. We need another patch. We need to expand. We need to get this stuff involved as well. And then, let's see, where else? We have 1.2 million iron ore right there. That is going to be an expansion pretty soon. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to be starting to run out of iron. And that is going to be a massive problem that I do not want. Alright, so where were we getting... alright, yeah, here we are. So for now, I don't really want to. But I want to get this production set up. I want to get my solar panels up and running. Right, so we're going to get this. Right, and we need to hook up all of this as well. Right, we don't have the power poles yet, which is a little bit annoying. But now that we're getting some green computer chips, all that is left to do is to make sure that we are getting the steel. The steel needs to be brought over here. And the steel was coming down over to the left somewhere. We can split it off and run it through the middle over here. Now this is turning into a bit of spaghetti, but I actually quite like it. And we're also going to get rid of some of these trees here that we really don't need. Let's get the robots to work on that. Down with nature. Which is something I would normally never say, but here we are. See, this is why nature sucks. We need to get all that stuff out of the way so we can build our factory. Because that is annoying. And that matters so much more than nature. At least in the game. Alright. Go left, go... what are all of these guys? These guys are waiting to power up, but they don't have the power they need. So they're just kind of hanging out until they are able to replenish. Yeah, I think that's what's going on there. Alright. Getting very close now. So we're going to run this along the bottom here. Which means we're going to go down there. And then we are going to go underground there. And here. Right. So we're going to hook it up like so. This is going to go down here. Yeah. Leave a bit of space right there, I guess. Another tree All of these biological things make me sick. We need the purity of the machine everywhere. For the Omnissiah. There we go. Got the steel coming in. Really need to get rid of all of this copper ore. We really don't need it. We also don't need all of this coal. Get rid of some of that. We can get rid of some wood. All of that can be put into storage. What else is there? The big electric pole can be there, I guess. Yeah. Alright, things are looking well. Auto character slots. Advanced material processing number 2. Electric furnaces. We are researching this stuff at a pace that we cannot actually outmatch with our production. But oh well. Right, power. There we go. Finally we get our solar panels being made. And now we need to make sure that we are putting them into chests. Now we don't need this. Actually we don't need that one over there. We need... Wait. Wrong one. Right. Let's get to fast inserters. We'll place one down over here, and actually we should make sure that this is limited to... actually let's make it 3 slots. Now, slowly but surely this stuff is going to get made, and there we go. Now the next episode, because we've been playing for a while and I'm going to put an end to it now, we're going to start placing some of these down. We're going to create a design that is actually going to allow us to use this stuff. And look at that, we have... How much do we have in storage? Wow, that is not enough. Let's say we get the top row. There we go. And then we will have... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 500. So we will have 1,000 accumulators set up and ready to go. I think that will work out quite good. Once we pick up the production on all of this other stuff that we need. The steel is thinning out already. That's because we're not getting enough iron ore. We're going to have to get an expansion. So in the next episode we're going to start making sure that we get some more raw materials for our machine here, because the machine hungers, and it will continue hungering throughout the season. We will have to be aggressive. Oh man, yeah. Actually this is going to be pretty limited as well. I think this is going to be another 50. We should probably limit this as well to like the top row. Anyway, that's it for this episode, so please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I'll see you guys for whatever episode I do next.